Winner here with Stafford Rangers Initiatives, and today we're going to be interviewing Cameron Belford.
So Cameron, what's your favourite save for Stafford Rangers?
Save? Oh, it's a good one, that. Hopefully there's a few to choose from. To be fair, probably this season, I think I made one at Baseford. It was kind of a double save, but then the linesman gave it as offside. And I was actually complaining to the linesman, the ref saying, listen, you've done me there, because that's the best save I've ever made in my career. And you get it with offside, can you not just play on? But I think that's probably the one. I always enjoy a penalty save as well. Obviously you save one at Lancaster, but as a goalkeeper, you probably prefer that the team wins and you don't have to make any saves. You know what I mean? And then you've got a better chance of winning games.
Who's your best mate in the team?
Ooh. Difficult. We're all mates. It's a good dressing room. I mean, we all get on with each other really well. Obviously, I know Jimmy O'Neill really well. We get on really well, so he's probably one of my best mates in there. And I try to take Jack Sandell under my wing as well, because obviously he's a young keeper and we spend a lot of time together. So probably Jack's a real good friend at the minute. So, and obviously he helps me in training. We help each other, so we have that little bond.
Yeah. What's your favourite game you've played in a Rangers shirt?
Possibly Gainsborough away last season. I think I saved a penalty in that game actually. I think we won 1-0 and I made a couple of saves to probably get us the 3 points really. I always say that, you know, a goalkeeper can never win you a game of football, but you can always save it. So I think I saved us from possibly drawing that game.
Have you always been a goalkeeper, or did you ever play in a different position? Yeah,
I played out. Like, when I was at school, I used to think I was a striker. So me and my mate, who was he was at Leicester at the time. He was at Leicester's academy. I was at Coventry's academy, and me and him were playing up front. Like I was a big lad at school, so I used to hold the ball up, and he was really quick. So I used to flick it in behind, and he scored the goals.
Also, have you ever wanted to play in a different position?
Yeah, I've always thought I could play in a different position, but I always found that goalkeeping was probably my best position. I still join in training now as well. Probably every club I've been at, I've joined in the outfield training, whether that's in the possession or small-sided games when we're probably a player less. I'll join in and be the outfield player. I've always scored a few goals, to be fair, so I think I do all right.
Have you got any matchday superstitions?
Yeah, I only put the one glove on when I come out. I don't know if you noticed, but I only put my left glove on when I come out, and I leave the right glove off, and that's obviously to shake hands. I always think if you put your gloves on as a goalkeeper, and especially as you get older lads, the older lads use DP. I don't know if you've seen the DP spray and the rub and stuff. I think if lads have got that on their hands, and I always think if they shake hands with your goalie glove on, your gloves become a little slippy. So I always leave my right hand glove free.
Yeah. What's your favourite flavour of ice cream?
Oh, it's a good one. I like Ferrero Rocher ice cream, yeah. Or even if it's like a milkshake as well, I have a Ferrero Rocher milkshake. Anything nutty really. In fairness, I had an ice cream last night because the ice cream man come round, because obviously it's like Dubai around here at the minute. Yeah. So I ran out of the house and got myself an ice cream and I covered it in all nuts and a bit of strawberry sauce. So that's what I went for last night actually.
Who was your inspiration to become a footballer?
My dad really. Obviously, you know, he's assistant manager here. You know, I followed my dad around when I was a kid, probably from even before I was young. He used to take me to all his games and I'd be around football in the dressing rooms and stuff. And you know, I used to watch my dad play and I used to think I want to be like that one day. And he was like everything I looked up to as a goalkeeper. Obviously, he was a goalkeeper as well, and you know, he was very good for the level of football. Like, probably a top goalkeeper in non-league football. So I always thought if I could be at the level my dad's at, or if push myself a little bit higher, I could do better. So he was someone to look up to when I was a kid.
Besides football, what is your favourite hobby?
Oh, got a few really. I like boxing, really into boxing. I'll go around and watch fights, a few of my mates box and stuff, and I had a boxing match 2 years ago for charity, so I always thought I'd give it a go at some point, and then 2 years ago was the opportunity to have a little boxing match, and I enjoyed it, although I wouldn't do it again. It's probably the hardest thing I've ever done. Compared to, I thought it'd be alright because of football and fitness and stuff, but that's totally different. It's hard, really hard. Whereas football's a team game, you get yourself in boxing, it's just you, and literally you're on your own really. So I find it hard. That's one of my hobbies. Into a little bit of music and stuff, and then just socialising with my friends now. And obviously I've got my own kids, my 3 kids, so I spend a lot of time with them when I can.
For the music, do you play any instruments?
No, I mean I used to try and learn to play the piano, but it was the hardest thing I've ever done. So I gave up in the end. And obviously because with my job I work with children, and I was working in schools. when I was in like the music lessons and stuff with the teacher, I used to get him to try and teach me. I used to listen and try and learn with the kids, but it's the hardest thing I've ever done, so I haven't done it for a few years.
Who's got another question? Go on then.
What's your favourite film to watch?
Put me on the spot there. Trying to think what's age appropriate for you guys that you might have seen. I mean, I'm a little bit older, and obviously my films are a little bit older than yours. Have you seen Gladiator?
Yeah.
Russell Crowe, that's a good one. Good inspirational film, a bit sad. Braveheart, I like them type of films. Rocky, seen the Rocky films?
Yeah.
Boxing, brilliant films. They get you going. If I ever need a bit of inspiration before a game, I'll watch a Rocky film on a Friday. I'm ready for the game on a Saturday. So anything along them lines, a little bit of inspiration and stuff like that. I'm really into action, really.
What was your childhood team? Like, what team did you support?
I mean, when I was a kid, I used to have all the Arsenal shirts, and I was like flickering between Arsenal and Coventry, and then Aston Villa. My family are like Aston Villa fans, so I kind of like support Aston Villa, and I try and go to games. And obviously now with in the Conference League, I might be able to get a few games on Sundays and Thursdays and stuff. So that's the team I've kind of followed now is Villa.
How do you feel about keeping a clean sheet in your last game?
Yeah, brilliant. Obviously, we haven't kept a clean sheet this season, so it's always nice to get clean sheets. I think, and I've said it before, I think as long as the team are winning, if we win games like 4-3, 2-1, and we haven't kept a clean sheet, and that's the main goal. But obviously, as a goalkeeper, you pride yourself on clean sheets. So to get one in the last game, and obviously that's the last game I played now, and I can't play for 3 games, which is disappointing. And it's nice to probably finish on a clean sheet, and then hopefully I can get myself back in the team, and we can start with a clean sheet again.
Thank you very much for being on the show.
No problem, guys. Anytime. Thank you very much for having me. I've enjoyed it.
Yeah.